Yeah, when you said
What's
ED,
your,
I was like, yo, this man just said he got erectile dysfunction.
hey, is it possible that Rock could kill Stefano and make a deal with Phil Russo? Nah, I don't think so because that wouldn't be smart. Because think about it, if you knock off one bigger boss and try to team up with the other, they ain't gonna go right for you. Because what do you think the other family's retaliation would be? Because
Hmm.
now you gonna have to potentially deal with them. I mean, but that was what Marvin was potentially suggesting. So hey, Akbar crossing over into BMF to meet off brand Tupac. Off brand Tupac. Oh shit. Off brand Tupac. So we got an off brand Biggie on Raising Canaan. But nah, that nigga that they had on Pop, bro, that was just fire.
On BMF,
Yeah, bro, that shit was fire, bro.
word. Fupac.
But yeah, that trailer was some bullshit, bro. They know what they doing. They could have gave us more than that.
Next time, next episode of Raising Cain, the two scenes right after
Right.
two, three,
So
six.
we got another one that's saying it's Snaps and Pop that killed Fame. I would love to hear your reasoning for that. Because I see Snap and Pop is starting to get a lot of people coming in saying it's them. So y'all go
I,
ahead and let me know what's your reasoning. If you think it's Snap and Pop, let me know why.
Wait,
I know why.
that's
It's a
that's
video they said. That's all I've been saying.
Nah.
that's I've been saying them too for about a week, and part of it is the way good murder mysteries are written. Is the least likely suspect, and we haven't seen them in like three episodes. And so something went on that we don't know about. All we know is that we saw them with the two cops in the place where they meet. And if somebody was given information, they might have would have known that Kanan's friend was down there in the police station. They were trying to get him to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So they can connect. Fame can connect back to Snap and Pop because everybody said they know everything anyway, and we know they got somebody in the police department.
That is true.
That's a
So
fact.
basically, Rock's cops that she's paying off could be the red herring away from the real cops that did it.
It could be the same too, but she we don't know why she's paying them.
They're different cops.
She's not paying them. No, they could be this the same too. Roland and Buckley, it's the
Nah,
same two cops.
Snap and Pop's cops is not Rolling and Buckley.
Was it? You sure that
I'm pretty sure they're not the same.
they walked right by Kanan? So I
Hold on,
don't
let's
know,
talk about what episode are we
but
talking about?
but but they still got cops in the department of. It
Yeah.
would make sense if it was the same two. These two are really dirty.
So you said based on this episode, seeming like it might actually be Snaps and Pop. Okay, so CG saying Snap and Pop, not Rock, who gave the order from the streets to off Fame. Kanan will still believe it was Rock despite that.
That's true.
Mm. So episode 8 going to be one of those episodes. Yep. Snap and Pop didn't even know who or know or meet Famous. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, support. Let's be real. Snap and Pop them got eyes and ears everywhere. And then if they in business with Kanan, you best to believe they gonna know the full extent of everybody that Kanan hangs around. So they definitely know who he is, especially with that song of his, all them songs he got that's been on the radio. There's no way they don't know who that is. And then on top of that, keep in mind they was also in business with Ronnie. Ronnie may have ran it by them that famous like the dog.
And we got some more insight in the Snaps character. Is Snaps the man? That's the man, right?
Yeah.
Because he sees opportunity in problems.
Mm-hmm. Snaps and Pops been around whole season and they haven't really done nothing, but been background characters. But we've heard about how they get down. Is the Wiz brother a possibility for killing Famous? I would say a slight one, but not very high. They're
less than 1%.
Turning Kanan against Rock. I agree with that, Patrick. You could tell absolutely that they kind of already said it early in the season that he has to get away from under his mama. And what better way to do it than to frame her for killing his best friend? They're playing into turning Kanan against Rock. We've seen and heard Kanan question them about having cops on payroll. Nah, I ain't seen no video. It was either Rock or Snaps and Pop, both sides of cops. Snaps and Pop could also have heard Fame got taken in. They would want to protect their investment in Kanan. What you mean? What did you miss? Did you not see the episode yet? I recommend it. And Rock has been paying Roland and Buckley out since she got back in the fold. Pieces of the pie. Rock's cops are different to Snaps and Pops. Have y'all talked about Unique not being breathed? We have not. Well, a couple of people mention it. Niggas like DeMarcus and Support go mention it every time I go live. So, But have we thoroughly went into it? I would say no. So what's your reasoning to support your claim that it can't be him? Snaps and Pops killed him to keep the field between Kanan and Rock going and their investment. All right. Just finished the episode when Unique said, "I'm not high supposed to be." That's it. It was, buddy. He said, I was laughing the whole time. I was like, he on her ass. What would be Snaps and Pops moment? Also, in this episode, when Kanan said we'll take it back to the streets, the scene panned over to Snaps and Pops' place. And peep how every time they mention Fame, this episode, it pans to Snaps and Pops. And then at the end, they tried to throw us off showing Rock paying the cops. They've been dropping subtle hints.
Subtle hints.
They started to make Snaps and Pops more present in the foreground again after being in the background so long this season. God damn, I feel just like Kanan. You know what? Something else that I definitely noticed. So this could support the claim of the ones that saying that it's Snap and Pop. If you pay attention to the past two episodes leading up to the death of Famous, right? We saw that he was dead in episode 5. And we also saw that, his memorial service in episode 6, right? Snaps and Pop was not in neither one of those episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said a few minutes ago. They hadn't been on the show.
And that could, my bad if you said that already, Ron. My bad, I missed that. Come on. They could be doing that. They did that on purpose so that we wouldn't have any thoughts. Because let's be real, the first couple of episodes when we was having these lives, wasn't nobody saying Snap and Pop. Now it's a lot of people saying it. So I mean, who knows? They could have did it on purpose, but
I've been hearing it for about a week now because I was talking about it after the last episode about Snap and Pop.
Yeah, but it was very few people. It wasn't a whole lot. If it was a whole lot, I would have definitely been saying it, and I would have put it on my list.
Yeah, you would have did a video.
Right, but nobody. I didn't get enough people saying that.
When I say it, that's enough.
Okay.
Everything I say, I base it on something that's been said or seen in the show. I don't just create stuff in my head.
You know what? You're right about that.
Or something.
So far, when you be saying stuff, you be knowing yourself. So I give you that. Goddamn, I feel like Kanan. I think those were the cops that dropped Famous off too. So he think it is Roland and Buckley. We still didn't see the meeting on the roof thing. Yep, that ain't happened yet. But I think that's next episode, Harleys. Because we did see a scene with Snap and Pops, looking like they may have had on what they had on. Because I believe they showed us in the exclusive or something of them on a roof temporarily, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe I'm tripping. I think Marvin killed Stefano. That's who he's shooting. Oh. So you think that scene in the trailer of somebody shooting someone in the car is Marvin shooting Stefano? I do kind of think Stefano might be out of here next episode. But that could be a huge mistake. And now that could be what leads to the mob going after their family. And it leads to Jukebox going out of town to DC. Just saying, it could happen. Marvin possibly, if he don't get killed, going out of town as well. But what wouldn't make sense is how would Kanan stay? What would be in place that stops Kanan from, getting wiped out while still being there? Divide and conquer techniques.
And then the way Jukebox described Ghost, she knew him since he was young.
No, I ain't
always kept it said in the book, but mean with a piece.
So hold on. Yeah, boy. I'm guessing you ain't seen the episode yet. Big dude is Breeze. Rock let those two cops torture Fame. Then she finished him off with the shot to the head. Oh, that's interesting.
We got somebody saying Piggy Smalls is Breeze.
Oh, y'all folks, see my nigga know what's talking about, man. Biggie is Breeze, bro. Y'all folks better stop playing out here.
Piggy Smalls is the illest.
Hey, for real though, Tobias, why do you think Biggie is Breeze? I want to hear that. Cause I'm telling you, it's something about that nigga though. I'll say that. Unique. I'm gonna tear it up from the back, then kill it from the front.
He said smash it from the front.
Intimidated and turned down. Now Kanan about to be moving like Tariq, trying to intentionally hurt Rock since he thinks she killed Fang, but it's really Snaps and Pops. So let's just say that your story does turn out to be right. How do you think Kanan's gonna react when he figures out, damn, it was them that made it? Obviously, he's gonna try to knock out Snaps and Pop, but how is he gonna feel towards his mother? Is he gonna be apologetic or what? What is he gonna do? So big dude is Breeze. Laugh my ass.
I don't trust her.
Probably start working with Neek and Quan. That big dude is not Breeze. Unique remembers everything. He needs a hug.
Everybody on the show has been Breeze at one point or another.
I swear to God.
Shit, Kanan's Breeze.
Stefano wouldn't be riding around in a car like that. I don't think he'll be driving either. How come nobody is considering that Freddy's crew could have tortured and unalived Famous? Well, they pulled up on Freddy's crew already. Them niggas was pussies. There ain't no way they did it. What is you watching, niggas? Whose background is that? I'm telling you, go back and watch
my controller.
When they show Snaps and Pop the combos before our foreshadowing. What part are we talking about? Are you talking about this episode? Did you watch it? What if Jackie is related to or involved Stefano with Stefano or Phil Russo? I don't have a good feeling about Jackie. She do seem a little sus. I'll say that. Breeze is going to be the nigga version of Brock Sampson from Venture Brothers.
Mm.
Like Ghost once said, only the truth could have saved them. They had no reason to lie with a gun in their face. So it took 7 weeks for them to show CTE unique. We definitely not getting Ghost and Tommy in this spinoff. That's unique shooting someone with the same gun he had in this episode. Jukebox doesn't go to DC until she is an adult. Tommy and Ghost came up knowing her. They did know her, that's for sure.
Yeah, she said. Remember, season 3 of OG Power. She said,
I don't think Marvin
so
Gibbons
Ghost did this to you.
killed Famous.
Always kept his head with it. Always kept his head in the book.
Of course not. Why would he do that? Why didn't Marvin give Jukebox a new gun? He has too many bodies on that guy. Akbar, the strongest nigga on screen. Stefano is not dying. When is Matrix Quan getting clipped? I said episode 8 after I was wrong about him dying early. Episode 8, because I think that's going to be part of Rock going on offense. So possibly him being out next episode. Because of course, you know, he's unique supplier. So if he takes out his supplier, that kind of slows him down. So I heard some from a little birdie, just trust me, but Pete Biggie was wearing all black. Who is your little birdie? Don't tell me it's the thing I already seen and I read to everybody about him not revealing to be Breeze until season 5, episode 2. Snaps and Pop may have gotten fame knocked out so they can use that to lure Kanan into the direction as far as coming up from under them, using that for Kanan to completely F over Rock. Buckets, what's good, bro? I was just saying what that nigga at.
Oh, my boy Buckets.
You
got to drop the link so he can join in too.
Yeah, we'll drop it for y'all think the Jamaican homie gonna show up today?
Nah.
Great face is not Breeze. I'm telling you right now. Hey, I'll look at
$200.
The apartment Unique moved Vanessa in looks very similar to Breeze's apartment in OG Power. You can see the similarities. I think through us a hidden hint. I like how Unique CTE is finally showing.
All right, but that apartment in this episode had like 2 little stairs. I don't remember Breeze's apartment having stairs. I'll go back and watch the original Power later.
I'm about to go back and look at it right now.
But the only episode I was just watching was episode 2, and they just opened the door and you seen like a little refrigerator on the side. They didn't really go too much into the apartment.
You said episode 2. What are you talking about?
Season 4, episode 2. My bad.
You talking about this season?